Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is really lovely to have you here. I hope you're all well and I'm doing good, thank you. So Saturday will be Scrappy Makes. So I have got the box out and I have got an idea of some things I want to make. I want to use some of the thinner papers up, I think, that are in here today. There are a few extra bits that have been put in as I've tidied up. There's a page that I've just taken the edges off. There's half a piece of straw paper. These are offcuts from a New Year New Stash project that you will see hopefully on Monday. I'm excited to show you that. It's something new. It's not something I've done before. So I'm just going to make some bits of ephemera from some of these scrappy papers, and I'm going to put some little packets of them in the Etsy shop because the Etsy shop is empty. I have filled it a couple of times, not filled it but put a few bits in a couple of times over this last few days, and I've had a little bit of a run on it again, so nothing major. I'm not talking loads and loads, but I do struggle to start with that lot, shall we? Struggle to keep anything much in there, so I really must get my finger out and do that, because it's lovely to share my makes with other people, and it is lovely to get some pennies back, buy some more lovely bits for crafting. Okay, so some nice colourful pieces here, book page, straw paper. Right, so what I'm going to make are like some I've got a couple here that I've done. Let's have a look. They're really just, I suppose they're like coin envelopes without the top on. So pockets, bags maybe, sweetie bags. They're really, really easy to make and quite effective in the different papers, as you can see. And then I can simply, let me just grab, embellish them really easily with, one of my clusters. That's very summery, isn't it? Or I can create clusters from all the bits that we've got sitting around on the desk that have been swept into a box. You can also put buttons or pictures or flowers and mushrooms. Let me just shuffle a bit closer, I'm a long way away, that's better. On them, so we should be like a little bit, I'm guessing, of a mass make. So I think for these, the thinner papers are better, and often thinner papers for ephemera is not good, so that will be a good use of papers. And you can make them all shapes and sizes, and you can do all sorts of different tops on them. So you know how I love a torn top. This one's got a divot out of them. You could do slanty, you can do straight. So all you need is a piece of paper, any shape, or no, any size, not shape. Well, I guess shape if you want, but you kind of need to just be able to fold one over the other to make a seam, and that will be the size of the finished where's my glue? What shall we call it? I'm going to call them pockets because they will be glued down onto the pages with tags put in them. Now this is not necessarily the finished size of it. I'll show you one, I think, and then I'll do them sort of mass make. So I'll glue a lot, and then I'll cut a lot, and then I'll turn a lot over. So you want a neat bottom, basically. Don't we all want a neat bottom? And then you just turn a little bit up. I'm sure, well, I know there are a lot of new people to the channel, so maybe not, but a lot of you know how to make these bag bottoms or envelope bottoms. And then you've got that, so you open it out. This front bit I'm going to cut off just to get rid of the bulk. Let's fold that one behind. I do sometimes cut into it when I shouldn't. You don't have to, you can leave the bulk on if you'd rather not cut. And if you use thin paper like this, what you see, as I fold over, I've got all that little. If you use pretty thin paper, you could just fold the whole lot down. You just have to do an extra layer of glue in, so the two pieces were stuck together, or you'd have a flappy bit. So just glue that piece down, and that closes the bottom of your bag or your pocket. I said I was going to call it pocket, didn't I? But you know, that's made a bag, hasn't it? And then you can do whatever you want with the top. So you can cut it nice and neat like I have here and put a divot in it. You can rip it like I have here, sort of corner wise. You can cut it, make it a corner, a slant but straight pocket, if you see what I mean. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make all the tubes, and then I'm going to turn them all under. We'll make a few and decorate them, and that should be a nice Saturday play. And hopefully, I don't think I'll get much of a bag out of that, do you? Hopefully we'll get some nice pieces of ephemera made. Right, while you're digging, just start at the top and use every one, because I've just done one of these, that's why I think. It's not double-sided, is it? No. So this is I need to keep putting the pin in that. Yeah, this is a printout from the CD-ROM, I believe, of Edith Holden, Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. Okay, so it's, I don't know why I'm using that ruler to tear rather than the metal one, because I don't know where my metal one is. That's as good a reason as any. Yeah, you can cut them with scissors. Should we have two smaller ones with that? I think we will. And do I want to ink round them before I start? No, I think I'll ink when I've finished. Or maybe the flap, but not when I'm doing this bit. So I'm just going to make lots of tubes. Okay, so you can measure it and put your fold dead in the middle if you want, or you can put it completely off the middle. Completely up to you. I just fold it wherever it lands, basically, and yeah, then deal with it afterwards. Okay, so I'm just going to make loads of tubes like that while you tell me what you've been up to. I don't know that I've got anything to tell you. I don't know that I've been up to anything much since I last saw you. Oh yeah, we did have a, I don't know if I told you or not, that we had an afternoon out at the right, that's directional. I don't think I'll like that sideways on. Will I? No. Got plenty of paper. You don't need to use directional ones. I think they'll make some small ones as well. I won't have all small ones, it's just they all seem to be. Let's do a small and a medium. All small pieces seem to be here. Doesn't matter how straight it is initially, because I'm going to straighten the bottoms on the chopper or with the scissors, whichever happens. So yeah, we had a day out at the antiques and vintage centre that we go to locally. Well, an afternoon, not a day. And what did I get? Yep, I got a box full of postcards, which I'm excited to play with. Vintage postcards. Should I have that one the other way out? Because it is kind of all leaves. I know we like leaves, but it's got a pretty-ish paper. How much am I folding over, do you think? I don't know. Not an awful lot. Half centimetre, maybe a centimetre. Yeah, not an awful lot. That one's very unstraight, look, but we will make it straight when we use it. Can I use some of this book page then? If I fold it in half, I quite like that. It's going to end up round the back there, that bird, isn't it? I think. Oh, we might just get him on. Let's see. I think we have. Of course, these can be just, you know, you can make the back as pretty as the front and just use them as pocket fillers. You could put something in them and then put them in a pocket. Absolutely. Or use them as the actual, you know, pocket stuck down on the page. Completely up to you. Yeah, we got him, look. Wrong pile. Those are the ones that I've done. Let's use the rest of this then. Might as well use it up. Yeah, so one of the quickest makes I know. The other, I guess, yeah, I was a bit mean with that because I was trying to keep it wide, as wide as I could. The other, I guess, is the folded down journal spot that looks like an envelope. Could have done that with that, couldn't I? You see, squirrel. I'll leave that out and we'll do one with that so that we're using it up. And that's tall and thin, so we'll do the same with that one. Oh, oh. This is, you know who this is? Mr. William Morris print. Beautiful. A little bit thicker paper, that. Yeah, I am being a bit mean with the fold. I need to make a bit bigger fold over there, otherwise I'm going to come unstuck. Now I don't suppose it will once it's stuck down on a page, but yeah, it's not too bad. Don't beat yourself up, Denise. There we go. So straw paper one. Of course, straw paper can be a little bit flimsy, so this could always be one that goes in a pocket rather than, you know, I'll give it a bit of a bigger, you know, that is a pocket, but it embellishes up lovely. So, and yes, I could have used it for backing, but you know, it's nice to have a variety in your ephemera. And it's nice to just play with these things. We've got any more. Oh yeah, this was a big piece, wasn't it? Let's. Oh, all right. Oh, that is tough paper. I'm just going to trim that straight a bit because, yes, made a bit of a mess of it. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I could do one that way in it. Obviously the pattern's meant to be that way. Yeah, I'm going to do one that way. I can do whatever I want, can't I? I'm always telling you guys that. Take my own advice. I guess what I meant was, would I like it that way on? Yeah, I don't know why I'm going for the wider ones, because sometimes you want a thinner pocket. So maybe we'll do some tall thin ones in a minute. Yeah, I did a much wider turn on that one. Gosh, got a lot out. Am I going to do all these? Ooh. Right, you do need to be that way, don't you? Unless we use you. Let's use this strong one. Let's take a piece off. I'm liking that blue at the bottom. We'll go across that ladybird there. Oops, got my wire all caught, sorry. Microphone wire. Yep, that's fine. You don't have to go trimming white off the bottom because, you know, we're going to turn it up. So unless it's on the outside and it offends you. Oh, that'd be a nice one for that, the grungy journal we're about to fill on Friday projects. Finishing Fridays. Or whatever. I haven't called them anything in particular yet. I know there are a lot of Finish It Friday and Friday Friends and what have you about. I don't really want to steal somebody else's name and make it my own. So I just keep giving it lots of different names. Oh, it's lovely both sides. I do like a dot though. I do like a polka dot. Now I'm thinking this might make a couple of nice, really little pockets if I cut it in half. Yeah, sometimes you want little dinkies. Cuties. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to have time to embellish all these. Although if I'm just putting clusters on, of course I am. That one's got something on the other side as well. Got writing. Let's do this one this way as well, but inside out. That's the beauty of double-sided papers. You get two different pockets from one piece. It's definitely a speedy make, this one, crikey. I never use all the papers I get out, do I ever? Let's make a nice big one of that. Which way up does it go? That way. Oh, I like that. Let's have that bit over there. Got some sort of pencil notes on it there. So this is another William Morris if you're not au fait with his work yet. Gorgeous. And this is a digital from Nanine at Collage Type. I believe. It could be hers, or it could be a collaboration with Tanya at Ted's Treasure. Yeah, so look, we're not fitting at the top, but we will, because we're going to trim or tear or whatever the top. So lovely. Look, I'm down to, oh, there's a lot of this, isn't there? We'll just make a small one and put that one back with this. So we'll be able to use up some of the tags we are finally embellishing on the Finish It Friday projects as well. Okay, this one, this is the one that flower came off. We might get two out of it, might we, if we fold it that way and cut it in half. There's no might about it, we will. I'm going to put you under to show the white bit out there. Okay, Simba's downstairs having a snooze in my chair. Mum came to see us yesterday again, and yeah, she obviously, well, not obviously, but she sits in my chair when she comes, because our settee's a bit low and hard to get out of, and my chair obviously is nice and high, so Mum sits in it. And yeah, Simba was looking at Mum and then looking at me as if to say, is she allowed in our chair? That's quite funny. He did go over and make friends with her eventually, even though she was sitting in his chair. And then she played with his toys with him, so of course he was a favourite then. If you throw his toys around, he chases them like, you know, like a dog would. He's very, very into his toys, like a kitten really, and he's, you know, he must be about 4.5 years old now. Well, it's definitely more than 4. So yeah, those two I'm going to, oops a daisy, cut in half, because they're definitely bigger than I want them. That's probably as wide as I would want. Should make a short one and a long one out of that. Okay, let's put the lid in that glue for 2 minutes, and then we'll do all the folding and cutting, I think. And then we'll do all the gluing. Oh, have you ever seen me so organised? That's a piece of scrap, so that needs to go back in the box. Right, we'll start at the top. So it's literally just fold the bottom up. I think what I'll do is I'll fold the bottom up and snip the edges, and then I'll come back and I'm doing it proper mass make. I can't even see where the seam is in that. That was so well done. Praise myself, can't I? Yeah, I'm looking forward to using a load more. What are they? Those embellishments, my clusters on these. Again, I can't find the seam. It's quite good, that, isn't it? If you can't find the seam, what am I doing? Yeah, because as you know, I'm trying to use them up, my clusters, so that I can make a load more. So I'm really looking forward to making more. Oh, it's a shame that little butterfly's on the back of there. Let's try and not hide him, because he might just go in a pocket rather than on a page, who knows. Now you could always take 2 of these and then put them onto a, you know, piece of scrapbooking paper as a pair, something like that, with a divot in or whatever, and then put the whole piece into your journal. That would be nice. I do beg your pardon. Right. Oh look, it's at the back again. But like I say, it may not, that's tough, it may not be fastened down on a page, we don't know yet. I'm wondering if I ought to turn the camera off and do these, because it's rather repetitive, isn't it? I never know what to do. You know, it seems a waste of embellishing time, just watching me constantly cutting the pieces. So I'll probably do another 4. Let's do another 4 so people are really getting the idea. I know it's not difficult to grasp, but maybe then I am, so just going to do 2 of that. Yeah, giving you the best of both worlds. So yeah, for those that want to watch everything, you'll get most of it. And for those that don't want to watch the barring stuff, you won't get it all. I know most of you say to me, just do what you want to do. But I do want you to enjoy the videos, and I do. When I get to the end, I sometimes think, why didn't I just turn the camera off for the boring stuff? They're little dinkies, aren't they? And I know people can fast forward it if it's... What time am I on? Yeah, you see, I've been a while. I'm going to stop it. No, I said 4, didn't I? And I've only done 2. Can't say one thing and do another, Denise. You should know that. But then I will stop it and yeah, just move it along a little bit. Let's do one of these. Let's do this little cutie, and then, you know, we'll get to embellish more of them than we normally would. Yeah, because I've got to do all that little trimming across. So yeah, I'll stop the camera and I'll do the trimming across as well. So all I'm going to do is open it like that and trim. Oops. Yeah, because that's a bit of a palaver, isn't it? Trim those back pieces. So open it up. I might use my bigger scissors and the bigger ones. And trim all the back pieces out like that. Oops. What did I do there? Just got wrinkled over, I think. Yep, so I'll do all that and then I'll be back. There we go, I'm nearly done. I am now just... I've cut and glued all the other ones. I've got 4 here where I have now just taken the back flap off, and I found an easier way to do it. Rather than trying to force your scissors in, is if you don't crease it, but if you fold it that way, so you just fold them in half the bit you're cutting off, it's much easier to get your scissors in. You find these easier ways once you've done something a few times. Okay. So I did what I was doing when I turned the camera off, and then I did this, went back and did this to them all and glued them all down. Yeah, turned them over and glued them. So these are all done. Just got these 4 to do. So just a piece of glue on the edge, a little bit in the middle if you want extra. I've got a white piece on there, never mind. What am I doing? I nearly did both ends of that. And of course, if you want to make an envelope, you could do both ends, but don't seal both. So you could do the same there and turn it over, and then you've got like a nice envelope. For those of you new to it, or a closed bag, what do they call them? Coin envelope, I think they call them. Okay, and this one. I didn't count how many we've made, but I'll count up at the end. Okay, now what I could have done, and if I was doing, you know, a specific paper for a specific task, is I would have maybe inked, because I do like inking, just that bottom flap before I turned it up. The rest you can ink afterwards. Okay, so let's get some, put the lid in that, let's get some size order going on, I think, and we can decide what we're going to do with the tops. Now there's probably no 2 sizes the same, but I just want to know roughly, yeah, ish, they're smallish, little dinkies, you know, quite a big one. Yeah, so not too many different sizes. You're a bit wider, you're a lot wider, you're smaller. Okay, and then these little tiddlers. So let's get my ink over. I'm not going to sit and ink them all now, but I'm going to do these 2 lots of 2. Right, these are so tiny, aren't they? I think I'm just going to put, if I can make it go in there. Oh gosh, the divot just in the front, will it fit? Oh, it will. Just a tiny little divot in that one. Yeah, I always shoot myself with this machine. Were we that way? No, we were that way. Couldn't work that out then. Yep, so I want inking. I think we're just going to tear these very, very up and down. Having said that, it's book paper. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut that across there. I'm going to leave these completely square. They may need a little bit of something across the top when we decorate them, just to make them nice and strong for putting things in and out. So I'm going to leave those just cut across like that, and let's ink these ones. So I'm thinking just some little faux stamps on here. Now I've got some nice, I know I made some faux stamps, but I've got some from a kit by Tanya and Nanine. Oh, I don't know about him with the lovely bird on. He might just want a label. Let me just see if I can grab them. Oh, I'll just take everything out. Just excuse me a moment. I had a feeling they were in amongst this lot, but I might be wrong. I often am. That's what I was using yesterday. All those midnight. Oh, yeah, not in there. You were wrong, Denise. They're not in there. Have I got another tub? There they are. I knew they were in this bag somewhere. My nappy bag. Yeah, these are little. Look at these. These are all little embellishments that I made some time ago and haven't used. So some of these are going to be perfect. They look like some of them might have been Christmassy. That's a Christmassy. Well, winter time. It's not Christmas, is it? It needs to go with the winter stuff though. But what else have we got? Now that's quite a strong, obviously cut it with some fancy scissors. It's quite a strong, what's the word, piece of card that it's on. Yes, if you saw my arm there, I am wearing my pyjamas. You probably noticed from the cuffs anyway. I know that's no surprise to most of you. Right, got a few bits going there, haven't I? And is that blinding you? Let's move that. Okay, where was we? We're on this. Yeah, it's just a bit stronger. It's on some lovely card. I think that might have been a scrappy make that's been inked, and looks like a splashed bit of card. It's even got a bit of book page around it. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. And like I say, a lot of these are going in the Etsy. That will probably be Sunday's job. So if you want a little packet of these. Now I have to say about posting to Etsy that I have just posting out of the UK. It's to do with my Etsy. Etsy's not the problem. Is that at the moment we have an issue where it's a lovely little. I'm just going to use these up and put them on because maybe not that one. They're so beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, that one. Yeah, some sort of cyber incident at the post office, just with outgoing mail abroad. So what this cyber incident is, I mean cyber is computers, isn't it? So, but it's been going a few days now, and yesterday when I posted, they said that would be the last, until it was over, that was the last postage for abroad they will be taking. They're not taking any at the moment, just because I guess they've got a backlog because they haven't been going. So I'm hoping, I know I've sent a few in the last few days to people in America. I'm hoping they've escaped it and they're heading on the way, but they might not. They might be stuck in it. We're definitely going for some pink pretties here. So anything I put, I think, on Etsy, I will put it on for people abroad to be able to buy, but be aware it might be a week or so late, and hopefully they'll have it sorted and the backlog caught up. It's one thing after another with our post, isn't it? UK postage, absolutely fine. Well, you know, as fine as our postage ever is in the UK. That's a pretty one as well, isn't it? Right, what have we got? So let's go with a couple of William Morris ones. They're big, aren't they? And that one, because they're quite strong. Oh, we didn't do that little birdie yet. So now I've got those scissors out, you know, we can do that on some, can't we? Let's have a fancy cut. Yeah, they're not brilliant, these scissors. I suppose I could have used my pinking shears. Oh, yeah. Yes, let's do that because those are rubbish. Are these I've got two pairs of pinking shears, one perfectly good, the other hit and miss. Yeah, they're the good ones. That's better. Right. Yeah, that's a nice look, I like that. Yep, so that's going to be the top on that one. I'm going to have this one torn slanted because it is grungy, and you know me, I love a torn pocket. I always tear that way as well. I maybe should have torn it. Or do I? I don't know. I might be talking rubbish. Yep. And oh yeah, I've turned that round so that I've got this at the front. I know it's that piece, but I wanted this piece of, I know it's the join, but I wanted this piece of text on it. I think that one might be nice. I do these two with crimped tops because they're strong papers. Okay, so we don't want pretty pinks on those. Let's just move those to one side. We'll do you in a minute, bird, because I need a bit of inspiration for you. Now there was these, but these are what I was looking for. Look, the stamps, the faux stamps from a kit, which I will use, but not on these. These are quite strongly patterned anyway. I'm thinking labels would be the way to go with these. Right, so I've got some biggish. Yeah, I don't want them that big. You're too big as well. You're nice. Might be too much, I don't know, but let's leave it there for now. Of course, I've always got those. No. I know it's very similar to that, but I do quite like it on there. Oh, I like it everywhere. Let's leave them and see what else we come up with. No. No, so we don't want blue. Oh, that green one's nice. Oh, right. I think if I cut this other one a bit lozenge cornered, that will do. We'll stick them on and then decide if we want anything else. And sometimes a label can look plain, but sometimes you want something plain. I mean, look at how full on I think that could do a bit trimmed down a bit. It's quite a wide piece there. That's better. And there. I'm pretty sure this is an Anine label from Collage Type. That's better. Let's ink. I inked the top and not the sides, it seems. Yeah, I'm thinking these are going to be okay just with a label, just because they're so. Shall I put it lower down? Yeah. The papers are so beautiful on their own. Don't know if I've brought everything a bit too close to me. Okay, so that will be 6, will it, that we've done? Yeah, considering how many we made, they're coming together fairly quickly. Not that we counted how many we made, but I'm just going to put that off centre, I think, in that blank space. There. Love those. And I know it's very much blendy, but sometimes blendy's nice. It's nice and grungy. So that paper is from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. And there's part of me that thinks it's a freebie as well, so... Did I not get that edge? No, it didn't. Yeah, I mean that might have some bling on when I use it, I don't know. We'll see. What did I do with the other? There. They're definitely... Right, these are... of these three. And now there's those large clusters, I'm not sure, but let's have a look. You know, the page decorations that I made in last week's scrappy. Let's see. I'm going to obviously tear some of the background off there. They're quite nice. Well, they're all quite nice. Let's face it, they're all rather nice. Oh, that big toadstool. No, okay, but I'm going to go with that one, I think, and tear around it. So that's one, and then we'll have a look at the smaller. I'll just use a bit of a ruler on that, because I end up tearing all over the shop otherwise. Is that enough? I think I want a little bit off there. We'll have the leaves the right way up. Yeah, and I think a word on there might be nice. What I haven't done is thought about the tops. I'm just going to rip this one straight across, but ripped. That's it. Now this will be nice maybe when I use it, depending on where it goes, with a bit of green distress ink on it as well, but for now I'm just going to leave it with just a touch of the brown, just because we don't know where it's going yet. Yeah, I might put a word across there, so let's get this down. We'll have a little dig in the word box. Oops. Could put a big butterfly on it, or a small butterfly. Just get my phone out of the way as usual. Oh, and my cup of tea. Everything's in front of the word box today. Drawer, it's a drawer. Wildflowers Botanical. So they're from Tanya and Naneen's. I think I want something fairly simple on it. Discover, that's a nice one, isn't it? Again, I could do with a bit off it, just a little bit. I like the edge, but it's a bit too much. Oh, that's better. And a bit this side. Yep, that's it. I think, yeah. I'm a yes lady today. Everything I say is yes, yes, yes. Okay. I have to say, the more embellishments and bits and pieces like this that I get ready in advance, the quicker the decorating, and easier, because you've just got choice, so much choice. Now some of these that have this on would be nice if I take them down and splatter them as well. I'm also thinking you could stitch across the bottom there and put some fancy stitching. That would be nice. Right, tops. Right, I'm going to do a slanty the other way. Torn slanty. And I'm going to... Do you know what I'm going to do with this one? Right, that's the back. So just like we did at the bottom, like that, and then this is the front. I'm going to fold it down, and it's going to give it a little bit of strength across the top there, so it's got like a collar like that. Now I could have inked it, couldn't I? And the back the same, just give it a bit of strength. You won't see the back necessarily. But that's it, that's made that, the top of that a bit stronger. Yeah, I'm thinking that would be nice with a nice big piece of something on it. I didn't do them all, look. I just found 5 more here. Gosh, how did I manage that? Yeah, big piece of ephemera or some such. Let's have a look if I've got anything in. This is the box that just keeps on giving. I have look at that. Welcome, happy morning. Oh, I like them both. Let's just go with that one. I even quite like the, oops, that butterfly there. Might be a butterfly on it as well. Where have you gone? Yes. Keep that number out. Yeah, I like the fact that it's got quite a lot of white around it now. I'm going to ink some of the white, but not all of it, and it's it may not be cut square. Yeah, like that. Like that a lot. Okay. Thank you, Tanya and Nanine. Making life so easy with all these beautiful embellishments that come with your kits. So I'm putting that dead centre. Well, eyeballing it dead centre. I've got this number as well. Do I like it as a 6? I prefer it as a 6. I think I'm going to have the number and not the butterfly. And again, it could have stitching on it, added to it. It can have lace added to it. You know, it's just ready to go. Yeah, pleased with that one. Okay, I thought I'd done more than I had here. Thought I got through them quickly. But there's enough here, because by the time we've done these, oh, was this one still waiting to be done? It was. By the time we've done these, I will definitely have been over my time. And Saturday will be flying for you guys. What have we got going on there? A bit of... That's it. Now you could always... This is beautiful inside. Let me just... I'm just going to tear it a little bit more on the front. Show some of that lovely paper. Yeah, I like that. Nice and grungy. Yeah, so it's got that beautiful paper from the inside on show now as well. What are we having on you? I've still got these stamps, but I don't think they're right for that. Shall I do one with one of my birds on? There's a nice piece. Just keep dragging things out that I see. But yeah, let's have a bird on this. If I've got one on the right side. My birds are getting a bit thin on the ground, or thin in the air. Yeah, I'm using them a lot. What have we got? I'm sorry if you can't see. They're all little ones. Oh, he's a cutie. You're a little, you say summer. Doesn't matter where I put that glue, I just keep knocking it over. Right, what we're going to have on him or behind him. Right, I think I might be about to sneeze. Oops, didn't notice that wire was hanging down there. Hope that hasn't been hanging down there all through the video. Yep, I sneezed, so that's another part of the video that needs to be joined. So I just want something to, you know, sort of ground the bird a bit. Just that. That might be nice up there as well. Oh. It's one of those makes where everything's just making itself. Aren't they lovely ones? They always seem to be weekend ones as well. I don't know why. It's Neil's first day back at work, and yeah, we got a lot of squaring up done, so I can have a nice. My legs were quite bad yesterday. I can have a nice relaxing day, so mustn't sit here too much, but yeah, I'll be able to go away and come back again, I think. Love that. And just a little label up there, finish it off. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, I've completely lost Lost track of time though now. This is my third one, isn't it? I think I've had roughly a 20 and a 30 minutes, so I must nearly be out of time. So am I going to get these 4 done? Do you think he needs anything much on him? Maybe just a little tiny label. Let's just put a, if I can find one. One of those fancy ones that I just had on there. Too big? Blue-ish? No. I'll have to dig some of these bigger labels out of here because they're... Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, let's have that. They're stopping me getting to all the pretties at the bottom. Yeah, let's just put a label on and call it done. It's so pretty that it's from a Reader's Digest book page. I think. I might be wrong, but I think it is. Oh, that's it. I just need a tissue. Bear with me a minute. This sneezing. I don't know if it's dust or I don't know what else it can be. Paper bits, you know. Right, come on, let's get these 4 done. Right, well, one of these big pink. It's another nice piece there. Maybe a... I quite like that. Not really got anything cut a bit strangely. Nothing amazing on it, but it's like a, yeah, if I put it on its side, I like it. It's I'm going to do it flat across the top. It's a perfume label from one of Tanya Treasure's digitals. I think it's perfumes and chocolates, something like that it's called, and it's on her Buy Me a Coffee site, which will be in her link, which is in my description. It's a huge kit of labels. I might actually, now summer's coming, print it out again. So you might see a lot of it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that one square for now. Should have let that dry really before I opened it up. I'm very dirty. Okay, we've got these 2, which are quite slim. Now what I did on one that I did the other day is I used this envelope punch. It's made quite an interesting notch. Is that what they call it? It says notch there, so it must be a notch. Yeah. Right, that's the back and that's the front. They're nice. I think they're from a Graphics 45 paper pad, if I remember rightly. So we could do one pinkish. No. What have we got here? He would go right across there, wouldn't he? Nearly used all that up. Those can go in with butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. In fact, that one looks like it's going to go on there. This one wants something else on it. That one doesn't, I don't think. That one just want inking. Oh, I know, we've got this young man here. Look, let's put him on the other one. Yeah, so we've got the same background, but the 2 completely different embellishments on them, so that it makes them completely different pieces. So I won't put them together as a pair, I don't think. Well, I don't know, in an eclectic journal you could, couldn't you? Yep, I'm thinking it needs something there. Okay, another butterfly. Might have to be a label again. Oh, we've got these. We've got them out, Denise. Maybe we should use one. Got any with the pink hue. Australian kangaroo didn't really go. Oh, a tiny one in here. Come here. Let's just get rid of the yellowness of it a bit, if we can. It's printed on yellow card, I think that's why. Yeah, that's better, much better. Let's use it. Oh gosh, I want to sneeze again. I've definitely got something irritating me. I love that one. See if I can stop it by just... That's it. Right, this young man. Should have this young man on here. Let's... And 2 of those, do you think? Rather than all 3. Yes, I'm getting a bit... excuse me. A bit full. My work area is quite small now, but yeah, I can tell I've had fun just by what's out on the desk. Increase that one a little bit, but that's fine. It's more than likely going to be in a grungy jungle. Why can't I say grungy journal without having to do it slowly? It always comes out as jungle, a grungy jungle. Glue. The glue needs a bit of a clean now as well. Alright then, nearly time for me to go and, dare I say it, make the bed, because I haven't. Had my coffee, second coffee of the day, and then came straight in here to play. I'm not going to put anything else on that. Oh yeah, we've got this one, haven't we? Yeah, I think I want a divot in this one. Where is my divoter? Here we go, because it's got that paper inside that's not too bright, but it has got a pattern on it. Nice sort of grungy wallpaper, this one. I'm thinking just a label. Again, it's one of these fancy scissors. Which one is it? I think it might be that one. Excuse my coffee, making itself heard. It says talking of coffee. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I'm just going to put that on, nothing else, because sometimes it is fancy paper again, isn't it? Sometimes less is more, and like I say, they might have some stitching or lace added to them. That's got a pretty back as well as a pretty front. That looks like a bit of William Morris behind it. Okay, right, I'm sure we're out of time, so let's just push everything to one side and see which ones we've done. I think there it is. Yeah, there's one here that I did without you. Okay. Have you got enough room? Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love that one. 6. Well, I love them all actually. 7. Can you see up here? 8, 9, 10. Can't see down there, can you? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, 15 pockets, and there's another 5 there waiting to be done, so I should have 20. Lovely. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching that. I hope you have a lovely whatever's left of your Saturday, and remember tomorrow, yeah, did I say tomorrow was Monday? Tomorrow is scraps on Sunday, and then Monday there will be the new project, which is New Year, New Stash. Yeah, so we'll be doing some collaging and scrappy makes tomorrow. Okie dokie, have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye for now.